Hey yo, what's good, y'all? So I'm back talking about another indie comic that I think y'all should check out. And today we're going into the horror realm. Alright, we're talking about Karcis, written by Brian Hawkins for Blax Trauma Productions. Alright. So as normal, I'm gonna talk about this comic, but not talk about it too much because I don't want to spoil it, especially this one because it's horror and it's a little bit of mystery. So I definitely don't want to spoil that because this is definitely something you should read. So let's get into it. First and foremost, I want to talk about the interiors, alright, because I think that is really important. So, let's talk about that, bro. So, of course, artwork is always important when we talking about comics, because, you know, comics are a very visual medium, so interiors are always important, artwork is always important, but I think that is really important for horror comics. So with horror comics, you gotta capture the feel of horror, and then there's so many things in comics that you can't do that you can do with movies. Things like music, you know, like kind of like jump scares, stuff like that, right? But the interiors for horror comics are so important because like you gotta like make it feel like it's a horror movie. And I think the interiors for this do. Like I like this page right here, like this page sold because I was like, man, this joint feels like a horror movie, and reading this comic, it's really dope. Like it brings you into like, you know, me, I got some popcorn, I'm in the theater, and you know, I'm watching a scary movie, you feel me? But it's not only that. So the main character of this comic is this PI, right? And he was hired, you know, to find someone, and then in the midst of doing his job, you know, things start to happen. Really shit starts to hit the fan, you feel me? People start dying, alright? So this comic has a lot of mystery to it mixed with the horror feel, you know, like slasher type movies and all that. So if you're into horror and you're into comics, like this is definitely something I suggest, especially if you just jumping into comics and you want to start with horror comics. I think this is something you could really jump in. And this is just number one, and I wanted so much more, bro. Like after it was done, I was like, yes, I need more. That's like what is going on in this story. And so definitely with like a horror, like mystery after a number one, that's how I want to feel. I want to feel like what is going on. I need more of this. And so this comic gave me that feel. So Karcis by Brian Hawkins for Blax Trauma Production is fire.